Hi everyone, Jacqueline here, creating my garden, Saskatchewan, Canada, Zone 3B. And today our project is we're going to make a miniature Christmas arrangement with live plants and some whimsies. So let's get started. So this is the container we're going to use for our miniature Christmas arrangement. It's basically a stainless steel bowl. It's a really large one that I found, and I think it's perfect because you can put some taller items in here for the background and then you can jazz it up. Now you will have to be careful watering because it has no holes in it, but that's okay. For the way we're going to build this, we're just going to water from the top anyhow for these plants because we're going to gently water them in so we don't mess up the scenery. So let's start with adding the dirt. So I have a bag of the Miracle Indoor Potting Mix, supposed to have less gnats. Don't let that fool you. I've seen this where that's not true. I'm just gonna rip this right open. Oops. I was hoping one bag would be enough for this time you add the plants and everything in, but I guess we'll find out. Not bad. All right, so that looks pretty good. The soil is nice and fluffy. There is some twigs and stuff in it, but there's very few soils you get that don't have some sort of fragments of wood in it. I have 3 lemon cypress plants here, all varying heights for the back of this arrangement. Now we're not going to center this arrangement. I'm going to build everything toward the back and lower toward the front. So these are perfect for doing miniature arrangement because it gives us the height in the arrangement. So I'm going to leave them in their containers and I'm going to pop the entire container into the back of the pot. And this is why I say I didn't need to fill the pot completely with dirt because I'm just going to pop it in and then build up around it. I'm just going to pull this one over to the side more and then I'm going to put the other one in. And then I'm going to throw this one in here. Make sure I get it down good and deep. There we go. And then we're just going to come up behind and cover those pots over with the arrangement. And I can come in and add a little bit more soil. If you wanted to see how the height on these and how they're going to look, go forward. So we'll add some more soil just to cover that. Okay, so I just quickly added some soil here and I'm just going to move it in and cover those pots. And that looks much, much better. It just kind of finishes off the arrangement and then we'll just kind of level out. We're kind of like what I would call berming them up, so to speak, which makes for a nice arrangement. So here's the house we're going to add in. Now this was a dollar store house and I let Rob design the house how he wanted it. So he's went in and colored it up. He put clay on it. We put pine cones. We cut pine cones up for the roof and put them on there. And we're just going to add this in. You can kind of see how it's situated now with the trees in the background. And then we're going to come in and we're going to add some foliage in here to give it some color. So we have some miniature poinsettias, which are absolutely so cute. I'm going to add that over here. And we'll just bury that whole pot in. Once again, this is just a holiday arrangement. So it's kind of like, you know, after, yeah, I may want to keep these plants going, then I can just pull them out in the pot and reuse them and pot them up. And here's the red, which I think is really pretty. We're going to run that one in here. These miniatures, poinsettias and plants are great. Now I got cyclamen that are miniatures and we're going to add them in. And I got another one I'm going to put on the other side. A little closer to the house, look like a foundation planting. I think that's looking really good. And then I have one that's done blooming. So I'm just going to put it right in here to look like a shrub by the house. And you can see how this is filling in. I think the red on the house is really sweet with the background. So now that we got a lot of our live plants are in, let's bling this out for Christmas. So I have some really nice stars that I cut off, and I'm just gonna throw them in the background here with the trees, and we're just gonna push them into the dirt. Right against the tree. And then I have some silver, because I love some silver. So I'm gonna add a little bit of that in, and you gotta kind of pace yourself where you're gonna put these. So we just try them out a little bit. And put a little bit here by the windows for some color. And then I'll add some more of those stars of varying heights. We're gonna go like this. No, we're gonna go like this. We're gonna add this in. Just had to think about this. I have no plan in mind for this, you guys. I'm just freewheeling this. Whatever comes to mind, what I think will look good. I really like the gold stars. I think they look nice, probably as per usual for garden design or any sort of arrangement. They always look good in threes. And what I'm going to do with threes is I'm just going to add a couple strands of plain gold in there. See, and I'm just going to change it up a bit. Like some of the strands have little balls on them. So we're going to put those in there. We don't want everything identical on each side because it's just not unique. So we're just going to bend that a bit and angle it just a tad there. Whoops, there. And then I'm going to add another strand in there. It's looking really good so far. Now, we've got a bit of bling in here. Let's now add some snow. This arrangement, and we're just gonna put it in my hand, and I'm just gonna sprinkle it along where the doorway is and straight out. And then we're gonna put our bridge in. So you're gonna cross the bridge from the house. So I'm going to add this little girl who's decorating her tree, and we're just going to add that probably right in here because she's going to be decorated by the house so you can see it. And I'm just going to change this a little bit here so this is a little more off to the side to get it nice and close. And then we have a dog who's going to be over here. I like a touch of whimsy where you don't always see everything up front, you have to look at it. So we're going to let him hang out underneath the trees. And then we're going to add some of the decorative touches to this. So for this, we have some of these little miniature ornaments in here. So I'm going to cut these. And we're going to use them as snowballs. Because he's throwing stuff. And so he might enjoy having some snowballs there. So I'll just cut the rest of these because we use all of them. There we go. We're just going to lay them out kind of in an oddball pattern. So he looks like he's picking them up and throwing them. And another one here on the edge. And then we have some of these leaves here. I can just stretch them out a bit. And we can also put them in here. We want it to look very much like a little woodland. And I have some more here. And we're just gonna tuck these in right in here. There's one leaf falling off. And it's just to fill in some of the gaps in this arrangement. To make it look full and festive. Just to make it look a little more natural by the house. We're going to give it some more of these little flowers. We're going to make sure that we don't block the door so that they can get out the door to the house. And then we can add a few other touches in here. And then I have this little ornament here. It's little snowflakes. And we're just going to unravel these a bit. Not too much because I like them being low like this. And I want them beside the house, just to give a festive coloring to the house. And these light up. So we're just gonna leave them low. I'm just gonna push them into that hole there and spread them out. And then we're gonna put Santa up on the house to look like he's climbing up it. And we're actually gonna glue Santa there so he stays. So I put Santa on top of the house because he's going in and his sleigh is waiting for him. So the best way to water something like this is, because they're all in their individual containers, is to use something like a syringe like this. And like with cyclamen who don't like their leaves wet, just reach in here to the container there on the edge, right there, and then just gently shove it into the plant. And you're going to do that for all of them. And probably with these little plants in here, you want to do this every day to keep it moist. If you have a watering can that has a narrow end, it's perfect. And moisturize those, and then just use your syringe to water the rest every single day. And that will keep your arrangement going for a very long time. With them in their own containers, this will last you probably a few weeks, if not longer. If it starts looking shabby, then you can pull it apart. But this could take you right past Christmas because they're all in their own pots, as long as you don't forget to water it. That is the key. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to give me a like and subscribe, and I really appreciate you if you could share this out to everyone. And I hope this brightens your day, because that is the whole point of doing miniature arrangements, is to, you know, spread some holiday cheer to people and have some fun. And I really enjoy making these little arrangements, and this one was great. It was even more fun when hubby helped me with the house and had his own design ideas in this arrangement. It made it a team effort, and it made it more enjoyable, that's for sure, when you have a couple people who work on it and have fun. So this is really something great for a family that you could work on together. Kids would love it, and it's kind of cute. So thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.